Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having an awesome day. We have another unboxing today. I have 3 more females that came in. 2 of them are proven breeders, and 1 of them should be up to size by the time this season starts. So let's take a look. Alright, so today we have 3 females from designer ball pythons. Rob Starsman. No, thank you. 2 of them are proven breeders. 1 of them is about 1,200 grams, so she should definitely be up to size by this coming year. Let's see. I love these unboxings because, especially when the bags aren't marked, because we have no idea who's in what bag, so it's kind of like, oh, that's what she looks like. Alright, who is in bag number 1? Alright, so this is some mama here is a fire Mocha. So she's the fire gene, which brightens it up a lot. Produces some flaming up the sides here. Usually there's a little, let's see if I can get her head stamp. Come here. And there's a little head stamp on there. See a little bit. And the Mocha gene, which I actually got a single gene Mocha girl in the last video. It's in the blue eye leucistic complex, so if you breed it to other blue eye lucies, you'll get some form of the super form where they produce a white snake or a purple snake with reduced pattern. She's really pretty. She's a good size. I think she laid a clutch for him a couple weeks ago, and she's back on food. She's looking very alert. See if you can focus there on her face. I don't see a lot of Mochas come up, especially females, like large females. So I definitely wanted to grab them as I found them, and I'll breed them back to one of them, at least to a Mojave, because they produce a little bit of a different look to them rather than just the all white that you would get with Super Mojave or Mojave Lesser. So now that she's uncoiled, you can see that a little bit. It does kind of look like a Mocha, like she's a cup of coffee. It's really neat. Alright, so I'm going to get her weighed, put her back into her new tub, in her new home, and then I am going to and then I'll get the next one out. Alright, so let's see who's in bag number 2. Actually, I can already tell. I'll save the coolest one for last. This one, if I can unknot it. Got these things tied up tight so they don't get out. Is a Superfly. Now, Superfly is a super pastel and a fire gene. So 2 copies of the pastel and 1 copy of fire. So when she is bred, she will always produce babies with at least 1 copy of the pastel gene. And I'm thinking I might pair her up with my banana. He's a banana super enchi fire. And what that will do is, at the very least, it should give me pastel enchi with every single baby. Pastel enchi bananas. There's a possibility of super fires in there as well. Super fires are black-eyed leucistics, and they come out pretty much all white with black eyes instead of blue eyes. Sometimes they do have some pattern on them depending on what other genes are combined in there. But she's really pretty. She's really light. And she is a mama as well. And she looks very alert. Say hi. Oh, they all got their tongue flicking today. Say blip 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 blip. She's really cool. I love working with supers, whatever the gene is, especially if I'm trying to pass that gene along. You know, Super Mojave, especially because if you breed a Super Mojave to a GHI, you have a lot better chances of getting that Mojave GHI out of that combo than if you're just breeding a single gene of each animal. But let's put her away, get her weighed out, and open up number 3. Now this last girl I am really excited about. She's the one who has not been bred yet. She's still not fully up to size, but she will be probably in a few good meals. This one's even tighter than the last one. There we go. Alright, so this girl is dun 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 dun. If I can get her out. She's ready to come out and say hi. She is a sterling lesser. And a sterling lesser is super pastel, cinnamon, and lesser. So the cinnamon gene combined with the pastel gene, they are 2 different things. So there's pewter, which is a single copy of pastel plus cinnamon, and then there's sterling, which is super pastel, 2 copies of the pastel gene plus cinnamon. And she is also lesser, which is in the blue eye leucistic complex. She is really cool. Very little pattern, kind of just very yellow on the sides, and like a almost brown color going down the middle of her back. She has a little bit of a white stripe going down the top of her neck. And her head, if I can get her on there, is really cool as well. She has kind of a combo. Oh, she's not going to look down. Her head's like a little brown in the middle and yellow on the outsides. She's really cool though. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to pair her up with this year. I'm usually just really excited when I find a good sized female with, she's technically 4 genes because she has 2 copies of pastel and the cinnamon in there. So I may try to pair her up to somebody who has pastel, maybe produce more sterlings and pewters. But I'm not sure. I also have a GHI Mojave cinnamon male and I could pair her up with that because the combos out of that would be awesome. I mean, I could get blue-eyed Lucy's out of it. I could get super cinnamons out of that. I could get more GHI cinnamon Mojaves. And everything in there would also include pastel since she's a super pastel. So I'm really excited about her. She is staring down the barrel looking like she's going to chomp on my face. I don't know if she's ready to bite or she's just sniffing around. But she's really cool. She almost has like the color of a banana, just without the banana pattern. I don't know how well it picks up. Move my light here a little bit. There we go. How bright yellow she is on the sides and then how brown she is going down her back. It's a really, really pretty snake. So, if you guys are looking at her and thinking she's awesome, she is a sterling lesser. How awesome is that? You can even see some of the pattern up here a little bit. Still through it. I couldn't see that before without shining a bright light on it. You can definitely see some of the alien heads in there. They're really, really faint, but they help with the bright light. So guys, that is it for today. Just unboxing these 3 girls. I'm going to get her weighed and get her into her new home, get her settled in, and hopefully get her back on food here in the next week after she settles down. That's it for this week. Thank you, and have an awesome day.